Hey everybody, welcome to Dress to Quest. It seems like the technology decided to fight us right at the last second. We tried to go live at 9 o'clock and it literally froze for 2 seconds. But we are Dress to Quest. We are a live play action that does that is currently in the world of Icewind Dale. And I have some amazing players tonight that are going to tell you who they are and who they're playing. And then we will dive straight into our story tonight. So, to start us off, we're going to go with Alex.
Hi, I'm also known as Idly or Wild Hearts on TikTok. I'll be playing Arowina, who is a Stars Druid.
Ooh, level 2.
Level 2.
Yes, not just a druid anymore.
Yeah.
All right, Snark.
My name's Derek. I'm playing Grimjack Wonderful. Oh wait, no, I'm Snark. Sorry. I'm a goblin Hexblade Warlock. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's go with Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm playing Snark. Wait, no. I'm Grimjack Wonderful. I'm a human life cleric. For life!
Life. And last but not least, Space.
Hey guys, I'm Space. I'm playing Benji, the human barbarian.
And just so you are aware, Castle has not left us. She's just under the weather tonight, so they will be coming back to see us next week, hopefully. All right. Just a reminder, some of the amazing people that are kind of helping us out with this show. GUI Cube we're using a lot of their NPC artwork. D&D Beyond, of course, for most of the maps and other types of content that we're running through Icewind Dale. Nerdiest Maximus is doing all of our current music, and of course Sirenscape is giving us those extra cool sound effects. So, all right, to begin, let me just kind of give you an update on where we're at so far. Shall we? This is the first time you're joining us. The party has been venturing in the small town of Caerkonig. Caerkonig is a small fishing village to the north inside of the group known as Ten Towns. They started by helping a group of dwarves after a very traumatic moment on the water as the knucklehead trout started to fight back. Once they made their name, the speaker reached out to them to help find some missing items. After traveling north to track these items down, they found a outpost full of Duergar. They returned home to inform the town, and in doing so, they made a plan to both infiltrate and defend the town of Caerkonig. They ventured north, they infiltrated, they used their skills, their talents, and their prowess to get deep within the outpost. They found a new person by the name of Snark, a goblin that had been captured only days before. They defended themselves against a zombie ogre, and then pinned in the leader of their group, Nildar Sunblight, a Duergar son of somebody that you might hear about later on. He had an item known as Chardalyn, this icy piece of metal that kind of frosts over, and it's got this bluish tint to it, and it seemed to have made him go mad as he charged the party in his rage. It was very almost to the point where they might not make it out, but with all that they put their minds together and worked hard, they were able to find not only the way to defeat Nildar, but they found a letter introducing another person within the family named Dearth. Nildar's last attempt, he decided to almost self-destruct, is the best way to put it, as the Chardalyn became unstable. A massive explosion just barely missed the party as they rushed out and the rubble collapsed behind them. They decided to head back towards Caerkonig to inform the town of what they found, as well as return all of the lost items that they had tracked. That night, Snark had a very strange vision. A vision of frost and ice gathering across Icewind Dale. The passes of all areas that connect them to the outside world collapsed inward. And the now everlasting night that covers this place. The rime of the Frost Maiden has begun, and this seems to be the prophecy that Snark had gotten from his blade. As we start our evening tonight, they start inside the hook, line, and sinker as they're discussing what the next steps are. And it seems that our paladin had been too close to the Shardlin, has become extremely ill, and has been taken off to the Speaker's house to be taken care of, and hopefully she will make a full recovery. But this is where we will start. So, we're at the hook, line, and sinker after dropping Castle off at the Speaker's home. She kind of fought kicking and screaming at first, being the fact that her and the Speaker do not get along too well. But nevertheless, it seemed to be the most warm place in the town in order to keep her as safe as possible. What would you four like to do tonight? Or, well, this morning, actually.
Well, we could still investigate the that Diergar hold.
Yeah,
There was
we
that
had,
one door that we didn't go through.
and we heard voices in there. So it's a good idea to check it out.
Is it safe to go without the paladin?
I have a
we'll
feeling that
be fine. We'll be fine.
I have a feeling they may have just scarpered and left after seeing what we've done to the place. But we'll just have to be careful, Snark.
I kind of just look around. Can I just do like a quick perception check to make sure like there are no Durgar around, kind of in town?
So you're gonna walk the perimeter of the town?
Yeah, I'm in the conversation, but I want to keep an eye out as well.
Okay, are you leaving the inn is the question.
Oh, are we still in the end? Well, then
Yeah,
I'll wait until
you're
we get outside.
currently in the hook, line, and sinker.
Okay. Guys, we'll be fine. I mean, Snark can get up there in the front with me, and Arwina, you have your spoon. I've never seen someone be so deadly with a spoon before.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay. We've come back from it before.
All right then, let's be off, eh?
So you guys are all heading out?
Yeah.
Arwina, you want to handle the dogs, or otherwise I can take care of it.
I can, and as we're like setting up the sled, Erwina will cast Speak with Animals, so hopefully that'll help her control the dogs a little bit better.
Okay. Yeah. So as you're heading outside, some of the things you're finally noticing is the people within the town are actually having to light lamps now. Mm-hmm. So even it's supposed to be daytime, but everything is dark. The one thing you're also noticing is that icicles are literally gathered on the rooftops, like on the edges of the roofs. It seems like there has been a definite decrease in temperature since the night before. Mm-hmm. So
step carefully under the icicles. You don't want them to fall on you.
We can get very far. Careful.
all right. So you're gathering Candle and Scruff.
Yeah.
All right. You hook those up to the sled. The four of you pretty much assemble yourselves in a very similar fashion, and you take off towards the north, back towards the outpost. And you said you did speak with animals.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me just an animal handling then, and we'll do it with advantage due to that.
18.
All right. With an 18, no issues at all trying to find your way, trying to guide the dogs up to the outpost. However, about halfway there, I need everybody to roll me perception check, please. Well, it's a nice way to start.
It's gonna be amazing. I can already tell.
I've got everyone other than Snark. Okay. So Snark and Benji kind of looking the opposite direction. But Jinjak and Arowina, you see kind of off in the distance as you're passing through what looks like a statue or a human, but is just kind of standing there. But it's about 100 feet, or actually it's about 60 feet from you, just off the edge of the light, because you would have to have a light at all times as you're walking by, unless you have dark vision, of course, because then you'd be able to see easier.
That's partially why Arowina volunteered to handle the dogs.
Got it. And I'm just imagining, just this little lantern kind of, or even the light spell just kind of sitting on something on the edge of the sled as it's just doing this thing as you're riding through.
I point. Do you see that?
Does Arowina recognize the silhouette as someone from town, or is this...
You would have to get closer.
Okay.
So you would have to stop the sled and get closer if that's what you want to do.
While they were doing that, I think Benji is in the back, like she's facing the wrong direction, but she definitely has Snark's attention. She's like, "Hey, Snark, so I just figured out this thing. It's called a snowball. Didn't know what it was, but if you take a handful of snow and like kind of roll up into a ball, you can just hit people with it." And I smacked Jinjak in the head.
Back of the head with it? Oh, good.
Yeah.
So you can imagine this as they're going through with this sled, and it's slower because you started to see something. And Benji just kind of puts her hand down and scoops as you're going past, and just roll me a. Let's just do a ranged attack. It's not going to hurt, but we'll just see if you actually hit.
Would that just be dexterity? I don't think I I have a hand axe. I think that you can throw that, right?
Yeah. I would say unless you're not proficient in snowball. So I'm guessing it's a simple weapon, so I figured that would be one of those things you be proficient in.
Okay. So D20 plus my dex.
Yep.
22.
Yeah, natural 20. You checked, whap, right in the back of the head.
I called out. I say, "What the hell was that?"
Huh?
Almost to the point his glasses fall off. Like he's gonna put those back on.
Jinjak, what are you doing? We need you to see. Why are your glasses falling off?
I reach back, feel for whatever hit me.
Just feel a cold spot right on the back of your head.
Arowina's gonna slow the dogs.
Okay. The dogs slow
Under
down.
attack. Something
One
just
second,
stabbed me
guys.
in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Oh.
What about that figure out in the distance?
Yeah, I was pointing at him and saying,
Yeah.
"It's a figure." I said, "I was wondering if anyone else saw it."
Yeah, I did. Do we want to check that out?
Well, certainly.
Yeah.
And I look at Benji suspiciously.
I'm just twiddling my thumbs and just like looking around, smiling at nothing.
Give me a deception check, baby.
Yes, this is my only charisma stat with a +0. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, because we're out in the snow and every part of your body has to pretty much be covered in order for you to be out in this temperatures, you see her twiddling her gloved thumbs, and just snow has coated both of these gloves completely as she's just, I don't know what happened.
All right, what goes around will come around.
Is that like a saying from your goddess?
Oh, that's from Velen. It's a villager's saying.
Oh,
It goes along with when you least expect it, expect it.
okay. All right. Well,
As you come to a halt, the dogs stop.
We get a closer look at the figure.
Yeah.
Yep, so you're gonna get closer. How close do you guys want to get?
Erwina will get within 40 feet.
Okay. You can definitely see that it's humanoid in shape, but it doesn't seem to be moving.
Is it standing?
It is standing. Almost, it looks like it's actually trying to. It's almost in like motion,
Oh, that's unsettling.
but it's solid. It's solid motion. It's not moving. You can
I'll-
see. Give me a perception check, Jinjack.
Erwina will give him guidance
All right.
as the spirits of primal nature gather around him.
Ooh. What does that look like?
I think it starts to look a little bit like, it's almost like whispers in
Okay.
Primordial, but it's little light motes almost,
Okay.
or
Like wisps almost.
like little wisps, but it's almost like the prismatic light of like light that you can get off of snow,
Okay.
ice crystals. There we go.
So with a 13, you don't see too much, but you do notice that the humanoid is in a like motion as if he's swinging, and you see a glint of light come off of the metal of the axe that he's holding.
I think he was frozen in mid-swing.
Mm-hmm.
I
Turn to stone,
What?
or maybe turn to stone.
Entirely possible.
Erwina will walk closer.
Okay. As you do walk closer, you do notice the crystallized frost that's gathered across his entire body. His eyes are still open as he's in mid-swing, looking like he's trying to hit the tree in front of him, but he just froze solid.
That's a little weird. Doesn't it usually take a bit of time for someone to freeze to death?
Typically.
Take a closer look at his face.
Okay.
I mean, is he
What
human?
exactly are you trying to gather?
Human, Duergar.
Human. Actually has very similar similar garb to townsfolk.
Oh, do I recognize him as one of the townsfolk?
You would recognize him at similar. Nobody you've like actually spoken to, but he does look like somebody that's from town.
Erwina, do you recognize
yeah.
him?
That's what I was gonna ask. Does Erwina like recognize him from Caer Konig?
It seems to be one of the loggers
Okay.
that you would have. The only way you would have remembered them is that there's quite a few of them, but they all work with the Frozen Far expeditions. But it's just one of the loggers that comes in and out to help with gathering lumber.
if we have enough room on the sled, Erwina's actually going to reach out and use shape water to defrost him,
Okay.
so we can move him, and then we can unless like in real life, you're not dead until you're warm.
True.
But yeah.
So yeah, you use shape water to kind of defrost a bit, just enough to move him, but he seems to be completely unconscious, like not speaking, not a coherent in any way, shape, or form.
Could check his pulse and see if he's breathing.
There's no pulse.
And there's no, like, I do the mirror test.
Yeah, there's no. You're not seeing any breath. You're not seeing any pulse on the body. The entirety of as soon as you touch the body, you can feel extreme cold.
It wasn't petrification. He was frozen solid.
What kind of danger?
Uh-huh. I'll look around the area to see if there's any sign of someone else being here recently.
Give me a perception check.
I'll give myself.
Okay.
Um,
Your self guidance.
yeah. Ah, 21.
You see other tracks, but only one other set of humanoid tracks. You see other animal tracks around as well, though.
Okay, I'll use survival to see if I can. I'm proficient in that to see if I can figure out
You're gonna try to track the human tracks or the animal tracks?
the human tracks.
Okay.
$24.
Easily, you track down, kind of like down the hill, about another 60, 70 feet away, and you find another person next to a sled. There's about 4 or 5 logs already on the sled, and in hand, 2 pieces of logs getting ready to, like, almost like he's placing it, and then frozen in same fashion.
Oh dear. That's quite the cold snap. Arwina,
Yeah.
Art, Benji, there's another one down here, and a sled.
Can I make some kind of intelligence check to see if these people are kind of like in a camp together or something? If they had a camp around here or something, or would they be like a perception?
Yeah, you can just give me you can either just do a intelligence, just a basic intelligence check, or if you want, you could also do an insight to see if you could do any sort of or an investigation.
They're all the same thing. So I guess I would do. I'll take insight.
Okay.
Yeah. 18.
With an 18, you can definitely tell that both of these are townsfolk. They were probably working together at the time.
Okay. Are there any more tracks around here?
There are a couple different sets of tracks. No other human tracks.
Okay. I bring this one to Arwina to defrost and kind of throw it on our sled.
Erwina is actually going to also suggest that we maybe lash their sled to ours, so that way we don't have to carry the dead bodies with you guys riding with them. We can kind of lash them down together to bring them back.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the animal tracks, see if there's anything unusual about them.
Looking at the tracks, there doesn't seem to be anything strange or odd about the tracks. You see two sets of tracks. One seems to be some sort of rodent. The other one is either a deer or a goat. So you have a hoof set and then a paw and then like a padded foot.
It was most certainly unnatural what happened to them, but whether it was a spell or just a freakish weather change, I don't know.
It has gotten significantly colder, but it
that-
seems fast even for that.
But that one guy, he looked like he was fighting something.
Indeed. Something that didn't leave any tracks and that froze it. Presumably.
I've got an idea. Let's get out of here.
All right, let's go. And Erwina will quickly shape water to refreeze them, just so that they don't continue to decay.
Okay.
And then we'll start back up.
Okay, so you place the two on the extra sled. You tie that sled to the dog sled. So you kind of got this trailer motion going on right now. It's not going to be the easiest thing to move, so there are going to be a little bit more of some difficulty moving the sled back and forth. But as long as you go in a straight line, you should have no real big issues. Are you heading to the outpost, or are we heading back to Caer Konig now?
We'll continue to head to the outpost.
Okay. So as you get to the edge of the outpost, let me. Nope, that one. Goodness gracious! But hold on. Apparently, the internet decided to fight me on this one. As you're getting to the edge of the outpost, you can see multiple things. Everywhere where there was some sort of water, it has completely frozen. There is no movement in the water at all. Even the stones themselves have a glaze of frost across everything as you're pulling up.
Snark, did when you had this dream, did anything weird happen besides the person telling you that the Frost Maiden was waking up or anything like that?
Well, I mean, I told you about the snow and blocking all the ways in and out, and I was like extra cold, and the Frost Maiden was like mad and stuff.
Okay, this is kind of outside of my field. I don't know magic, so I'm just gonna say she got really mad and did like some kind of storm. Like I don't know. I think Benji is just kind of scrambling at what to do in this moment. So she kind of just leaves it to Arwina and Jinjack.
Well, remember, she's mad because the Chardolin, somebody had unlocked it or something. That's what's connected.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the rock. She's mad about a rock?
Yep.
All the things to be mad about. Oh, she needs to get her priorities and straight about a rock. This is crazy. And I think I kind of look for the pouch that Arwina has on her, if she has it in sight. I think Benji will kind of zone in on that.
All right.
Do you have it out? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's on her belt. In on like the belt pouch on her hip.
Gotcha. Okay.
We want to go through the tower like we did before, or through the front door where we exited. Actually, are we close enough to see the front door? The door? The big.
Yeah, the door is wide open.
Well, that answers that. Shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
It's as if you the way you left it.
And the tracks.
Are there any?
What was that?
Go ahead, Benji.
I was gonna say, are there any other footprints coming out besides the ones we left?
Give me a perception check.
Nope. I'm still staring at the rock, the pouch on Arwena's hip.
You're
All right.
distracted. I get it.
Very distracted.
So how far are you guys just going to go push the sled straight up to the front door then?
Erwina will hide it where we hit it before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you guys hide
He has
it
a feeling
over-
Castle will be very mad if anything happens to Candle.
Yep. So you're going to place it back in this little hovel right here.
Yeah.
And then head up on foot all the way up to the doorway, correct?
Yep.
Just for purpose, let's do everybody just give me a perception check as you're heading up, just a general perception.
I'll give I'll return the favor to Arwena.
Okay.
Oh, that was insight. Sorry, not perception. And I'll give her guidance.
Okay. So just
here's
add
my
a D4 to yours.
Okay.
I got a 14.
Okay.
James,
Yeah.
if I can, I would like to stealth behind Benji.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
I don't know how we add a dice on. Oh, well.
To add to your guidance.
Yeah, the guy.
So under a situational bonus, it's just you would just type 1d4.
I'd already rolled.
Oh, you're fine. Just roll a d4 on the left side, and then we'll just add it to it. I already know what you've got, so.
I actually don't have any controls for just a D4.
Far left side, do you see something that looks like a d20?
Oh, got it.
You click on that, and then you click the d4. Okay, so 15, 14, 12, or 17, 15, 14, 12. Okay, yeah. Really, altogether, higher than average. So as you are walking up towards the gate, you notice as you're getting very close to the double doors that two things. One, the doors have been frozen closed or open, so they will not move at this point. The other thing is you do see tracks of snow kind of going towards the south along this edge here.
Do we want to follow the tracks or check on the inside first?
I said I suggest we check inside first.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my god, Snark, where did you go?
He's here.
I
See?
just hear your voice.
Does anybody have a higher perception than a 12?
Yes.
Yeah.
How do I do we have passive perception up here?
So if you look at perception, it'll be the one in the parentheses.
Okay, so yeah, I have a 12.
Yeah. So, yeah. You can Snark is just holding onto your leg behind you.
Oh, that's what that was. I thought my leg was just going numb for a second.
Yeah, I was just keeping it warm.
Thanks.
All right. So as you head into the main room where you fought the ogre zombie, a couple things you notice. One, of course, you see that collapsed set of rubble right in front of you on the other side of the wall. For people that have dark vision. The other ones that don't, you're only seeing very close quarters at this point.
I'll fire up a light spell.
Okay. So you
Hey,
fire
can
up
you
the
do my
light
lock
spell,
again?
gives you a little bit more of a...
I'll put it
More
on
of a
Benji's
position.
glaive.
I need to know who's walking in first.
Me.
Okay. Do you have the light spell?
Yeah, he put it on my glaive.
Okay.
So
So with your, so as you kind of step in, the first thing, like I said, you see that rubble on the back wall. You can see the ogre zombie, the parts of it left. And when I tell you this thing has been frozen over, it looks like a sheet of ice has covered this thing. And you start to see something in the distance kind of shambling, like as if icicles start falling off of it towards the down here. Humanoid and look, but you'd have to get closer to see anything else. You can see the silhouette.
Is it coming towards us?
Not that you can tell at this moment.
I kind of hold my hands up for everyone to stop, and I kind of point in that direction. It can't see me right now, right?
As far as you can tell, yes, it cannot see you. It doesn't seem to be moving towards you, at least.
I think I will back out of the doorway, kind of moving back towards the other. Okay, something in there looks humanoid. Not really sure what it is. I can go kill it if you want me to, or we can just go follow the tracks. We don't have to do this.
Well, we're here to investigate.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Erwina will poke her head around the corner because she thinks she might be able to see better.
Okay.
Especially
Since you have dark vision,
Yeah.
it is a humanoid. You can see there are disfiguration of the person itself, and there are icicles kind of hanging off of pieces of the body. You can't tell who it is or if it's somebody that you know of, though, because there seems to be a mixture of like fungus and icicles kind of creeping up over the one eye, and like parts of the arms and then legs as well.
Erwina will lean right back out. We probably don't want to leave that unattended. It looks like a frozen, horrifying thing.
Okay, so I that sounds like 2 votes for me to go kill it.
Yeah.
Mark, you want to?
Let's go in together though, just in case.
Yeah. You go first with your spoon, and then I'll follow.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
definitely not. Murder moms go first. Go on, Benji.
Murder
I got
moms
you, I
is
got
one
you.
of them looks at.
Who? And then I think to Snark. Okay, Snark, you're with me. Let's go. And I will. sneak in.
Erwina will follow behind.
I'll hit her with a snowball as soon as she walks past me.
Roll me a ranged attack. So roll me a dexterity and add your, or roll me a d20 and add your dexterity.
Okay. No,
What's
I'm not
that?
gonna. I'm not gonna cheat like that. But
That
Yeah.
will
Whap! As you're
I was
walking
gonna
past.
stealth. I was
Yeah,
gonna
no
stealth, but I
stealthing at
think
this
now-
point.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit! And can I? I think I was right in front of that pit. And can I just kind of say I was like walking along that pit? He hit me in the back of the head, and I went forward.
So you can see that pit. So that pit is closed at the moment.
Yeah, I
Oh,
saw the
cool.
traps are off.
So
Yeah.
the traps are off. And you've closed up the pit and everything.
Okay.
And even making sure, like, you can see if you glanced over at the levers, all the levers are frozen in spot where they were at. But as you hit them with the snowball, you don't see this until it's almost too late, as the creature kind of shifts, looks, and shambles towards you. So we'll start combat at that point.
Yeah.
All right. And let me
So do initiative?
Yep. We'll do initiative.
Yes.
And let me clear initiative for castle. No, not castle. All right. Are we ready to scare the entire party now? Give me a second. Let me do this. This is so much fun.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's so much fun. All right. So yeah, I will say as a initial, we'll have Benji here. The creature kind of shambles out since you got hit with the snowball. Sadly, that is going to let them do an attack at you. It will not be at a advantage or anything, but it will attack. And we're going to use the spear as the attack, but it really doesn't have a spear. It's kind of like this just frozen hand. So
Yeah.
let's do our attack.
17 hits.
17 hits. All right. For 4.
Can I just cry out to Arwina and I say, Arwina, save me! Save me, please!
As you see this, as you've now gotten close, it is an amalgamation of fungal spores growing on a humanoid body that has been flash frozen.
Oh, that's gross.
Just whatever your horror stories think about that imagery, and that's kind of what you're looking at right now. The best way to describe this would be think about the beginning forms of Davy Jones' locker as the fungus is growing on it, but it's not fully consumed it, and other pieces have been now frozen on top of it. So let you enjoy that.
It's The Last of
imagery.
Us, but cold.
Yeah.
Pretty much,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's very cool,
That's another
yeah.
good way to put it.
Definitely.
Snark, you get to start this.
Right behind you. And then I will cast Misty Visions. And I'm going to create an illusion of myself a little bit behind and to the left of that fungus creature, so that hopefully it will just notice me after a second, as opposed to just me appearing in front of it. Does that make sense?
Yes. Let me drop a second one here, and I'll zoom in so I can see what I'm looking at here, and I'll add a. I can't color it. Oops. Oh, I didn't see. Yeah, so I just put a heart on it. That way I know. No, not both of you. Ugh, I hate this thing when it does that. Anyway, okay, there's 2 of you. All right, so this misty version of you, you said right there. Does that look right?
Okay.
Are you not able to see the screen?
Well, I was looking at the Twitch one.
Oh, okay. You should be good on
Yeah, that's
Foundry
good enough.
at this point.
Yep.
Yep.
That's good enough.
Okay, cool.
I will use my movement to
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Benji, you're up.
I will immediately go into a rage.
Okay.
And yeah, I think Benji, oh man, this man just hit me really hard. So I think
He hit you for 4 points.
Benji will just kind of using her. As somebody use that 40 points. I think Benji, knowing that there's probably more of these things here, I think she will try to attack this thing recklessly for the first time. And
Okay.
she just swings at whatever she can hit.
Okay. And I will say, with your
And-
danger sense, you definitely can sense that there is more in this building than just this one.
Okay. Yeah, so how do I do this? 2d20?
So when you hit attack, you're going to hit attack and then advantage.
Advantage, and then I wanted to do the Great Weapon Master, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
19 to hit.
So are you reducing the -5? Is that what you wanted to do?
Yeah,
For Great
but
Master?
it's fine. Yeah,
Well, it's fine. If you're gonna, are you attacking at a 14 or a 19? That's the question.
Uh, 19. 14. I'll do 14.
Okay. That is gonna be that hits. So
Great. That's good to know. All right, so then it's the plus 10, right?
yes.
Yeah, know my abilities first.
What is the minimum amount you do?
For the D10.
Yeah. So you do. So you did 19 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you carve through this thing, it is this crackling of ice and bone and flesh as it just tears apart and falls to the ground.
I just look back to Jin Jack and I'm just like, that was easy. See? It's fine. We're
Well
fine.
done.
We're
Wait,
fine.
no,
Knowing
yeah.
knowing in the back of my mind the danger sense is just like I can feel like so many more. But I'm not gonna say anything.
Are you sure it's dead?
Yeah, it's definitely dead. I kick it.
Yeah, it's not moving.
All right. Well done.
Dead.
Well done, Benji.
Thanks. I'm gonna get you back for that too. And that's my turn.
Oh, you want to start something?
Yeah. Oh, you know, I want that. I want the smoke. Okay.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right, Jinjack, you're up. At this point, nothing seems to be in the room.
I was going to ask, are we still in combat? Or-
Yes.
We are. Huh. All right. That thing's dead.
That thing is dead, yes.
All right.
And that door down there is open.
So Benji's only missing the hit points she got from the talking to from the story. She's not actually hurt.
Correct.
All right. Then there's. So I nod to her and say, "Well, shall we carry on?"
Yeah. After you.
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
no.
In all seriousness, you don't want me going first. Are you? I'll be
All
going
right.
second sleigh with those other two corpses. No. You go first, Benji.
All right, so as you head.
I'll go first. So as an action, I can move my silent image. So assuming you want to go south.
Okay.
Unless you, I guess, want to go a different way. South.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can have the other me move south.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I can stealth. So I will.
The other you can't see through that though, right?
I cannot see through the eyes of the creature. No, because
Okay.
it's an illusion. So I have to move it. I have to have eyes on it so to know where it's going.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of see it shamble up closer. I'm guessing, Arowena, you let him just. We went through the full turn for that, and then started back at the top, or did you want to do something?
Erwina will use will come in. She'll kind of hang towards the back. And as she walks in, she like you start to notice like she starts to glow a little bit.
Okay.
Almost.
Sounds good.
And she'll go I'll call it now archer form.
All right. And do you see any sort of actual physical change on your body that your party might notice?
Yeah, she starts to just kind of emit almost like a glow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you watch as Arowena starts to give off this almost like celestial glow.
And she uses her action to be confused by it.
Okay. What do I do with my hands?
This is new.
All right. And then Snark sends this misty form of himself up towards the doorway. Benji, that will bring you to the next. You can also hold
still-
your action if you want.
This is the doorway down here frozen as well.
No, but the door is wide open.
It's wide open. Oh, I run in. No, I can't do that.
Do it! Do it, Juggernaut!
Do it!
Do it!
Do it, Juggernaut!
The last. I guess, yeah. I run into the room. I'm raging, so if I get hit, I get hit.
All right. Thankfully, these what you see as you run into the room is a very similar experience to the last. Let me kill our. Where'd this go? I just need to kill it. There we go. As
I didn't, in fact, learn my lesson.
4 more kind of start to and shamble around a little bit. You can see the icicles start to fall off as this. Now that you've gotten closer and you've noticed, there's no like glow, there's no aura to the eyes of this. It's as if it looks similar to the Chardolin, where the eyes are just glassed over. And
That's scary.
they start to shamble towards you. But you didn't get close enough to any of them, so they can't do automatic attacks on you yet.
Oh, am I within 10 feet of this guy right here? I think 15. If
15.
I move one more, I started here. I can literally move one more square in a
Okay.
Yeah! Get it!
Get it.
Yeah, so I will. I reckless last time. I'm probably not gonna do that again until I need to. So yeah, I will just attack this creature.
Are you doing it with Great Master or not?
Great. Yes.
So the way you would do that on for your specific would just be add your under the situational. You're gonna just push -5.
Okay. That I'm pretty sure does not hit.
That does not hit. You hit an icicle off of the creature, but nothing connects. It kind of clashes against the stone. Anything else you want to do?
Guys, I just don't want the door to close behind me again. So can we like pick it up? And yeah, that is my turn.
And as you ran into the building, just kind of a quick description of what you're seeing is you see these shambling monstrosity, like humanoids kind of like just frozen in place and then slowly waking up. But the actual room itself is like a prison cell block. You see multiple rooms with these iron bars that have been glassed over by this frozen at this point, or by the snow and ice at this point. But all of the doors are wide open. Also, where you're at, I believe you can see. Nope, never mind. You don't know. You can't tell if the other door is open, but you can see that there's a hallway that leads up to another room, potentially. But yeah, all 8 doors are open. So, all right. This one is going to shamble. All right, Jinjack, you're up. We'll kind of get us caught.
Alrighty, I'll move up
Okay.
to here.
All right.
I think I'm in range of all 3 of them. Wait a minute. Do I know that the snart in front of me is a fake?
I believe you can tell. It's like an imagery, correct? Or can your party tell Snark, or is this only you can tell?
Actually, I'll only go.
It's a full-on illusion. So technically, they wouldn't be able to tell except for sound or anything like that. But
Okay.
I mean, I did kind of clearly kind of create it and move it forward, and then hide around the corner.
Okay.
So I think you would have been able to tell which one was which.
All right, I'll go as far as there, and
Okay.
I will call upon the power of Shantea and say, Shantea, reinforce you, and keep you strong. And I will fire off a blessing targeting Arwina, Snart, and Benji.
So you
I'm
said.
sorry, I accidentally made those two circle things, and I don't know how to get rid of them.
You're good. I can kill those. Those are easy. Okay. Oh, I had it. Go away. There we go. All right. So you said who? Arowina.
Everyone but me,
Oh, okay.
as a
Sark
blessing.
and Benji. Okay, cool.
And that'll be my action.
And that's a new feature that that Foundry has finally added. So you can tell on your character. It'll tell you how many rounds are left, and those characters will be highlighted on the combat tracker. So, and that's your action.
Yeah.
All right. The rest of the shambles are going to shamble towards. This one, in a very similar fashion, is going to swing out wildly towards you, Benji.
That hits.
It's okay. I got you. I got you.
That's going to be 3 points due to rage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next one's going to swing.
Yep, that hits too.
Dang. I'm sorry.
Don't be. Do not be sorry. I love
it.
this.
It's only 1 point, so 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, and that one's gonna hit as well. All right, let's see if it hits.
That misses.
That one misses. 1, 2, 4. Okay, all of them are done. Arwina.
All right. Erwina is gonna move to right here. There we go. And as she kind of moves forward, the light seems to almost like solidify in her hands.
Okay.
As she will first use her bonus action to attack. She'll target this one. And then we get a 1d4. Because of... Oh, I already got it. Because of plus. Awesome.
Yeah, it should automatically add those things, the effects, due to the new features.
Awesome. And she's going to... The first one that connected with Benji is going to take... does a 26 hit?
A 26 definitely hits.
And damage.
And you said the one next that hit Benji first?
Yeah, so kind of where she's got a little bit of a shot.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's 7 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then she seems to focus a little bit more. As you know, as she just shoots like almost a mote of starlight out of her hands.
Okay.
And then as her action, where's my spells? Come here. She seems to focus a little bit more, and this one does not consume a spell slot. She's gonna follow that up with a guiding bolt.
Okay.
And it's a lot more like a concentrated light as she tries to focus on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess a 13 either hits or misses. Probably
A
misses.
13 does hit.
Oh wow. Okay. And
They are shambling corpses. This is not. They're not very armored.
for a 15 damage.
Yeah. As the spark of light from your starry form connects, you watch as the radiancy kind of burns away some of the fungus and the body, or the ice, and then this beam of light straight through just blasts this hole through the ice cold and fungi, leaving a hole, but that one is dropped.
And then there's like a look on Erwina's face of like, did I do that?
Yeah, can I just like look into her guiding bolt as it's coming towards me, and I knew she saved me.
It's just the light. Just don't go towards the light. Don't do it.
Don't come towards this one as she's like full on like Super Saiyan hands. So
As this blast hits this creature and it just kind of collapses to the ground. All right. That brings us to the shambles are done. Shamble. Snark, you're up.
How do I delete that?
I get you. I got you. Goodbye.
Just you clean up our mess.
I'm here to help.
Okay, cool.
Y'all clean up the monsters. I'll clean up the random, misfires inside of the
So
foundry.
I was stealthing. Would I be able to get advantage, assuming they don't see me as I go around the corner and fire an Eldritch Blast?
Let me see. I think they're under a 12.
I re-rolled to do a new hide.
Oh, did you? I didn't see that. What did you get?
Let's see. It's pretty high.
Is it above an 8? Is it above an 8?
Yeah, it's definitely above an 8. My minimum is a 7.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and fire an Eldritch Blast at the one, this guy right here. You see it?
Okay. Got it.
So now, Eldritch Blast. Where are you, Eldritch Blast? Oh, it's under spells.
Telling me you don't have, as a warlock, Eldritch Blast, like, on Spotfire? Like,
Yeah, I don't know what's not as one of my. It's over here.
shortcuts?
Click on this? No, under perfect card. How do I fire?
You've already put it up. You would just drag it to the shortcut at the bottom left of your screen.
Do I fire it?
You have launched it inside the chat. You just have to hit the attack button.
Okay, there we go. I did. Advantage. Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Yes, a 28 is going to hit.
A whole point.
The blast just kind of nicks off a piece of the frozen fungus as it falls to the ground and shatters like an ice cube. But yeah, that's.
And then I'll fall back about 5 feet, and as a bonus action, stealth again.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right.
I'll roll for stealth.
Benji, you're up.
Seeing all these spells fly past Benji, she's just like, I don't have to protect anyone anymore. And seriously, in all seriousness, I will. Do I want to do this? I will recklessly attack this guy.
The one that was hit with the Eldritch Blast.
The one that, yes,
got nicked by Eldritch Blast. Yeah. Okay.
I want to hit that guy.
Okay. And you're reckless.
Yes, reckless and great weapon.
And what? Okay.
And I have a D4, right?
Correct. That should automatically add, though.
Okay, so just -5.
Yes.
That is a 22 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay. Damage.
Yeah, for the purpose of this being that these creatures, I think, have less health than the minimum you can do with reckless or with Great Weapon Master. Because your minimum is what?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't think about it.
Roll for it.
Plus 12.
Yeah.
So I guess my
25.
minimum Yeah, I don't know what that is.
You carve through this one as well. It falls to the ground. It's kind of shambles for a moment and then stops. But it is also done. All right.
Bonus action attack this one in front of me.
Because you
I
killed
will
it?
not. Yeah,
Okay.
because I killed it, reduced it to 0. I will not do Great Weapon Master. I will still recklessing though.
Okay.
Advantage. 21 a hit.
Hits.
This is plus my rage. 10 points of damage.
All right.
How is it looking? Is it
You
still shambling?
carved deeply into it, but it did not drop.
I think I want. I don't know if I want to back up. I kind of want to back up.
Oh, we lost somebody. Who did we lose? No. We lost
Oh,
somebody.
my minimum damage is 17. I'm being told. Thank you
Yeah.
for that.
I
Oh,
did the
goodness.
math.
Yeah, no doubt. We sorry, we dropped somebody. Eric dropped. So as we're waiting on him to come back, what just happened? Everybody just dropped now. Give me a second. What's going on? Oh, why is it doing this? There we go. I don't know what was happening. Anyway, all right. That brings us to the first shamble.
I'm now the DM.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. Until this thing shifts back when Eric gets back, we're gonna have to keep it this way. But we'll fix it, I promise. The shambles is going to head towards, head out of this room and kind of shamble that way.
Oh, there's more, guys.
Um,
No, I should have left.
Jinjek, you're up.
I said, "Don't worry, Benji, you've got it.
I don't think so.
You're fine." How many points are you down? I think I've been tracking. It says you're actually only down 3 hit points.
No, I'm at I am down wow, I don't know math right now. Yeah, give me a second. I'm at 17 out of 25. Is that helpful?
Yeah, it's helpful. All right.
Okay.
I'll where am I? Oh, there I am. Are those shamblers tall enough where I can shoot over Benji's head?
They are. They are not. They're the same size.
So if I fired a crossbow bolt, there's a good chance I might hit Snart or Benji.
If you miss, yes.
All right.
Especially because since the ones that are right in front of Benji, it's definitely a good possibility.
If that's the case, I'll just squeeze past Snart.
Okay. As you get close to him, you kind of go through him.
Oh, that's right, it's the fake Snart. All right,
Yep.
I'll sneak fake Snart, and I won't use a word. I'll use I press my hand to Benji's back and just say, "The power and grace of Shantae fill you, Benji. Heal your wounds." And I'll hit her with this, with a cure wounds for 8 points.
So this
That's
warm
exactly
light
what I needed.
you can feel
Thanks.
on your shoulder, almost like a warm compress, and then the light glows from Jinjak's hand for a moment, and you feel your wounds start to slowly heal up and seal.
Then I'll step back. Actually, yeah, I can go this far. All right. And then I'll step back.
All right.
And I repeat. And it says, "All right, Benji, you got this."
Thanks.
All right. This one is going to continue as barrage because it doesn't really understand what else to hit other than what's in front of it.
I respect that. You have advantage. I reckless.
Oh, Let's see if I get better.
Yeah, that
that's
hits.
gonna hit. So it's gonna be 1 point. As this is the one that it is living on death's door right now. It just kind of swings wildly. It doesn't even hit you with like the scraping portion of the hand. It's like a blunt hit straight to the shoulder.
I get it, man. I get it. Just die.
Just die already.
Just die. You don't have to keep doing this. We don't have to fight.
Shamble. This one's gonna shamble out.
More.
Oh my goodness.
Arowina, you're up.
Let's see. First off, we're gonna clear this one out from in front of you. Arowina will move behind the illusion of Snark.
Okay.
And she will try and focus that light. Again.
All right.
Where is my archer form? I'm gonna have to put it back up the thing because I cannot find it. So she'll attack. 22 to hit.
22 definitely hits.
Good, because we don't want to hit Benji. And then max damage, so 12.
Oh yeah. And that's the one that in front of Benji?
Yeah, that's the one in front of Benji.
So the form blasts the final bit as this thing collapses.
And then as her action, she's going to focus on freezing some more water. And
Okay.
she's going to cast Ice Knife on this guy. Yeah, it clips the other two. Yeah. So she's gonna try and get this guy with that, and
Let me see something. Yeah, you could see him.
yeah.
I'll let that. So you probably have to move one up, but I think we're good.
If you want me to move one up, she can.
Yeah, we'll move one up.
She's now right behind you, Benji.
Yep, behind Benji. Kind of like using
Have you come to save me?
using your shoulder as a brace so she can.
Okay, so
Oh no, you just come to use me. Okay.
And then for the others, the ones in the 5-foot circle or around it need to make a dex save. So those 3
Okay.
need to make a dex save.
All right.
And then I'm gonna roll my damage. Or did I? No, I have to roll my attack roll. There we go. So
no.
not great.
They're battling. Yay.
So we don't take the. It's just the dexterity.
That one
save.
failed. Oh my goodness.
So they only take the area effect.
They take the whole. Oh, because you missed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they only take the area effect, which is. Did you? Yeah.
I'm rolling it right now. So 7.
Yep. So
They still take the bulk of the damage.
they do. They take the bulk of the damage. As it's almost like you hit. You go to fire it off, and instead it hits the ground below them and shatters outward like shrapnel. And just these ice stacks are sticking. These ice shards are sticking throughout all 3 of them. None of them are looking great, but none of them have stopped moving. So.
And then she ends her turn behind. Got your back, Benji.
I'm glad someone does.
I don't know what the D12 was for, but let's. Which one is this? Oh, it's the one I'm on. So that's this one. It's gonna step up 1, shamble over his brother and friend. It's gonna stack him. That's fine. And then we're going to. Oops, wrong one. Anyway, we're going to attack Benji with that one. And this is still reckless, correct?
Yeah, to the start of my turn. Oh no!
Oh,
I knew it was coming.
only 4. So only 2. But yeah, you watch as this shambles up and kind of brings it back like a blade and just jams it into you as the ice kind of breaks off a bit into the wound. All right, that puts us back at Snark.
There we go. Unmute myself. Okay.
You're good.
All right. For my action, I'm going to go ahead and move myself, my fake self, into the room.
Okay.
Move him.
Which way you want to move?
I want to place him right in the middle of all 3 of these guys.
I was just gonna run through them.
Yeah. So yeah, because these are dead bodies, right? So he'll just run.
So there's one standing right here on top of a dead body.
Oh. Okay. How many are behind? There's still 3 right here.
Yeah, there's 3 behind him.
Okay. Yeah. I'll go around him. So I
Okay.
can move him 60 feet. So
Okay.
he'll go around this way.
Do they get an attack of opportunity to break the vision or no?
So I'm going to go. I don't know if you can see my marker.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going this way.
Oh, you're gonna kind of run around.
Because
Okay,
he can move. I can move him 60 feet. So
got it.
that's where I'll go.
No
And then
worries.
Yep. That's my action.
Okay.
And for my movement, I'm going to go and move all the way up. Oh, I can't. I can move myself.
Okay.
Took control. I don't seem to be able to move myself. What am I doing wrong?
You should be able to move. Where are you
How
trying
do
to
I-
head to?
How do I deselect the measurement? Just put me right on top of the other guy. This dude right here.
Right here.
And that's my movement. So I already used my action to move the other one, and that's my turn.
Okay. Awesome. Benji, you're up. There's only one in your vicinity. There's one right here that's on top of the other dead guy.
Has this guy been hit?
He has been hit. He's one of the ones that got blasted with the ice knife. So you can see
Okay.
pieces of ice sticking out of the body, but it doesn't seem to be like bleeding or anything like that.
Oh, and I still have this big shard of ice in my kind of abdomen.
Yes,
he hit
by
me
that
with.
one. By that specific one.
Oh yeah. This guy has to go. Benji. I will I'm gonna smack him. I'm gonna smack him in the face. With the glaive.
Okay.
I will not do great weapon, no. But I will reckless.
All right.
Gotta get my natural 20
Oh.
back.
All right.
Yeah,
How do you want to describe this kill?
Yeah.
I take the ice out of my just rip it out of my abdomen, and I stab him back with it.
Ooh.
Metal as hell.
Yeah,
Erwina
just-
is terrified and impressed.
Tears out the ice, the blood still dripping from it as she jams it into the almost like abdomen / like chest cavity of this creature, of this shambling mound, and just jabs once and then twice as this thing drops.
And then I call out to Jim Jack and I say, "Do you really want to do this?
Do what?
I always win. Okay." And that is my. I think I will move. Well, since everyone is coming in, I think I will move into the room.
Okay.
Up to that one.
There's more of them in there, and I know you've got this. Don't
I
worry.
just give him a thumbs up.
I'll heal you. You'll be fine.
All right.
Yeah,
Are we ready to
thanks. Yep.
continue? All right. This one is going to attack the. Actually, yeah, since it's not going to know any different, it's going to attack Snark. The Snark pigmentation.
So So you can give him whatever armor class you think's appropriate because armor wouldn't matter. So I don't know if you want to do that.
Oh yeah, I mean at this point, yeah. So it would just swing, and it would see that that is something and kind of confused, but wouldn't have any sort of reaction due to its stuff. It is going to, however, move through the snark now and get closer to Benji. Though it can't attack at that point because the attack was over. Right, Jinjack.
Assessing Benji's health again.
Without giving your specifics, how bad you look.
Yeah, I am okay. I'm pretty okay right now.
All right. I'll move up to our glowing archer woman behind her. And actually, hang on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
She does emit light. There's a zone of light around her.
Can I get to here?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna get to there. And I'm gonna shoot this fella right here.
Okay.
This dude. Crossbow bolt him, and that way I won't hit Benji.
Okay. Got it.
Oh, I gotta select the target, apparently.
Yes.
No selected or assigned actor could be found to target with macro. The hell?
What?
Am I not able to select him?
You shouldn't need to. Let me see.
Well, all right. Never mind the macro. I'll just use my sheet.
Yeah,
Combat.
the macro can be weird.
All right, here we go. I'm shooting him.
Yep.
Did it go through?
It popped up on the chat, and then you just push the attack button at that point.
Sorry, it's
Here,
I'm
got
in
you.
equipment. I'm in equipment. Hold on. Features. Where's attacks? There's spells, effects.
Oh no, it popped up in the chat rooms, the chat. So you can just pop to the chat section on the right hand side. And
Oh,
it'll
all right.
shows you there.
Okay. Oh, okay. Damage. There we go. Normal. Bam! For 8.
Did you attack?
Oh, okay. I guess
Nope.
I should
Go roll attack first.
Okay.
That still hits. So for 8 points, yeah, that one. Surprisingly, you watch as the arrow fires through. It kind of goes through the head, and this thing collapses. All right. Anything else?
Benji's up fine. No one else is hurt.
Benji
Okay.
is up. Nobody else is hurt at the moment.
All right. I'm good.
Okay. The final one is going to shamble, shamble, shamble. Now that it sees its body, this snark kind of shifting in between this creature, it's going to realize that something's wrong. It's going to go up to Benji, and it's going to attack. Benji is the tank of the night, apparently.
You have advantage.
Benji's the tank every night. Let's
Okay.
be real.
Let me roll again.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
got
like,
this.
you're right. 16 hit?
Along
Benji?
with my girl. 16?
Yeah.
Yes, 16 hits.
Okay. That's going to be for... So 2 points.
Okay.
As this one almost looks like it has a bat for a hand and just hits you with an open palm, but it's just frozen over completely.
Okay.
All right, and that puts us at Arowina.
All right. She's gonna focus another little beam of light
Okay.
as her bonus action. 25, so that hits.
That 25 definitely hits.
For 9 radiant.
Okay, and you're hitting
The
either one will collapse.
yeah, she'll hit the one that just slapped Benji with
Okay.
a frozen hand.
That's that one. Okay.
And then, as her action, she's gonna once again kind of look confused at her hands for a moment, but then it seems like to almost surge with light, as almost you can, for anyone looking, can see like a small aurora borealis starts to like form in her hands. And on our final target, at least in this room, she's going to cast Guiding Bolt on it, which is this guy, I think. They're stacked. I'm not quite sure where the other
It's
guy
fine.
is.
Yep, just cast it.
Okay.
Everybody's kind of stacked at this point.
Okay. Attack. 16 to hit.
16 hits, of course.
And then, whew,
Yeah, obliterated this. This one is. The ones, however, as you kind of collapse everything and everything is killed, anything that has been hit by radiant damage, you're actually noticing that parts of the fungi are changing in color to this pinkish purple, like lavender color as they're laying on the ground.
huh. Strange.
I need you, Arowena, to roll me a history check.
History check. Oh, I'm so good at those. Are we still in combat, or can I give
We are
myself
not in
guidance?
combat anymore.
Okay, we're giving ourselves guidance. Oh, goody! A 16! As the spirits of nature help guide me on this.
So I hope this doesn't come off too horrific. This is the same color of plant that you found in your mother's tea.
Oh. I mean, waste not, want not.
So
Does she think that she can harvest it?
you, with a 16, you'd be willing to. You could try.
I mean, we might as well harvest it. But we'll do that later. We'll do that after we check out the other room.
Okay.
We'll
So you're gonna
collect
head
some
into the
zombies.
you're gonna head into the other room first.
I don't think she's gonna go first, but she's
Okay.
gonna kind of come around at a distance this way. As she still continues to glow. I need to
Okay.
read how long this lasts.
It lasts. I think 10. Is it 10 minutes? I think.
And she does actually cast around 10 feet around her is light.
Oh,
And then
okay.
another 10 around that is dim.
Okay. So yeah, she is glowy,
Mhm.
like as if the light spell has affected her on just as her being a beacon of light. Um,
Are
is
those
there a
cells
specific
open?
color, or is it just
I think it's um almost kind of like a golden almost
okay?
glow. Very similar to starlight, but almost where starlight has that cold light twinge, she has warm light.
Okay.
Are those cells open? The two?
All
Uh,
of the cells in that room are open.
and
Can
there's no one in them?
Arwina see down the
Is there?
hallway?
Yeah, you can see down the hall. There's the doorway is wide open,
Hmm.
and there seems to be another room
Okay.
in there.
All right. I'll move up to here.
Okay.
I'll try to move. I can't move. Oh, there's a dead guy on me. Can you get rid of him?
Yes, I can get rid of him. I actually let me just start. Let me clear out the dead guys. Let me see if I can find them without killing people off. Um, there we go, dead guy. Let's see. I think everybody else is good, right? And I can clear off the extra snark. Okay, has everybody else got their characters? Yep, we're good. All right.
I'm trying to move and it won't let me.
Do you have the token connected at the top? We're not in combat right now, though, so if you just want to describe where you're heading.
I just wanted to head south and west. Sorry, south and east. 3 hexes,
Okay.
just so I could check out the settlers in the south.
Okay. So all of the cells, the doors are open. You can tell that uh, unless you get very close, it just seems like something was. Most likely, you're guessing this is where they were keeping these creatures. Or
Benji,
these
you all right to keep
formations.
going, or you need a healer?
I think I'll be fine. Can I do like a medicine check on myself to kind of patch this wound?
You can try, yeah.
I just look to Arwina and just say, can I have a little bit of your guidance? Or
Yeah. Um, and it'll almost be like soft whispers of primordial in your ears.
wow, that's nice. I don't know what that means, but it's
Yeah.
great.
It's
Thanks.
helping. It's helping.
It's calming.
Yeah.
It's like
It's like a
and I
lullaby
will.
in a language you don't
Oh
understand.
no, no, now I'm sleepy. Now I want to go to sleep.
Now I'm sleepy.
Uh, 16.
With a 16, you were able to seal off that wound.
All right, I'm ready to go. And I kind
All
of
right.
I have to move away from the whispering of the primordial whispering because it's really making me want to go to sleep right now.
I imagine it
Do you
sounds
want
a
me to go
lot.
in there?
Hey,
I
James, I have a question.
Sure.
So for some reason, under my controls on the left, I have my token control, but then it doesn't allow me to just have token control. I'm either targeting or measuring, um, and it doesn't allow me to move then. So how do I deselect, for example, a measure? How do I deselect it?
At the top, at the left hand side, at the top, do you see where the little token control button is?
Uh-huh.
If you click that and then you go to the one that looks like four, it looks like a square.
Okay.
That
Oh,
sh-
thank you.
yep,
That's it. Okay.
here to help.
Um, hey, I noticed you getting stabbed a lot, Benji.
Yeah, this is nothing new. This is like an everyday thing for me. It's
Well,
kind of
let me
fun a little bit.
let me sneak in at least, because I think our cleric's gonna run out of spells.
Yeah, that's. Are you sure? I can sneak. I just, you know, I
Let me
can't
try.
see anything. So
Let me try and help. So I
yeah,
will
go
go
ahead.
with stealth.
Okay, so yep, go ahead and stealth. So you
Am
sneak
I
into
still
this room.
blessed? Am I still blessed?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, I'm still running the bless.
Okay.
And actually, I can give you some guidance on that if you want.
Okay, guidance two. Good thing since I rolled a one. Um, okay, there's all the numbers.
With a
So
9,
7, 10, 12.
okay, with a 12, you walk in, very trying to keep almost like you're just going back and forth from one spot to the next.
What's he
Uh,
hiding behind?
but
He's making so much noise.
you
I don't
look in and
understand.
you can see this place is in shambles. Pieces of there's this pile of just debris sitting in the corner that looks like it's been caught on fire. The table has been flipped up. All the doors are wide open on all sides. Um, no sounds.
I'll make an investigation check.
Sure, go for it.
Okay, so I'll add my bless to it again.
Okay.
Okay.
So 18.
Yeah.
Going through, you can see anything that the Durgar had in here has been burned to just a crisp. Um, Going around, you can see four beds sitting there. Uh, After investigating for a little bit of time, you did notice one of the beds. There seems to be like a small pouch that was laying on the far end of the bed towards the wall, and it had 7 sylve in it. But other than that, that seems to be the only thing. And it seems this might have just been he forgot to grab his change purse before he ran out the door.
Okay. I found one silver.
Oh,
And I And I keep the rest.
So
And I'll call him because he thinks it's safe since no one's come barging in yet.
Mm-hmm.
okay. Yep. So as you all walk in, you see the same thing. You see just shambles in this room. It looks like this was probably a barracks of some sort, or this is where the sleeping quarters were for the Duergar, for 4 of them at least. But they did not stick around after you had left.
Well, we could follow those tracks in a moment as Erwina starts to harvest mushrooms from people.
Okay. Give me a medicine check, or medicine or survival, your choice.
Survival, and we're gonna have the nice guidance music keep us calm as it sings a lullaby in Primordial. I imagine it sounds a lot like the Pan's Labyrinth theme.
Oh gosh.
So relaxing.
Yeah. As
At
you
a 25.
kind of scrape off the edges of some of this fungi, you can see the coloration, specifically the ones that are colored. That's what you seem to scrape off, and you've got a small pile at this point.
Yeah. She'll put it into a pouch on her hip.
Okay. Anything the rest of you want to do at the moment before we head back out of the outpost?
So just to be clear, we've already checked all the rooms carefully, right?
Correct.
All right.
Well, at least Snark did. I mean, you all can, if you want, you can roll additional investigation checks if you'd all like, but Snark seems to have cleared out most of it, has went through each of the rooms.
No, it's fine.
Okay. He
All
said
right.
he found a small pouch and that was it.
We're out of combat.
Yep.
All right. I walk over and I give Benji a look over at her wound.
It's bandaged, but it's got a little bit of a hurting.
I'll clear that up for you, Benji, when after we're done here.
Oh, it's fine. I can wait till we go to bed tonight. I'm doing okay. And I give him a thumbs up.
I'm gonna
Because you and Snart are on point again.
Okay. I just
you-
kind of follow Snark.
Let me go first.
All right, so you guys are heading back out. All right.
Yeah, we'll follow the tracks. I had a thought for a second. Erwina posits a moment of going, we could get the dogs and have it smell the coin purse to try and track the person that owned it. But no, we'll let Scruff rest. They just ran a lot.
Okay, so as you gather your things, you head out the double set of doors after clearing out the outpost, and this is a good time for us to take our break.
Yay!
So we'll see you guys back in 10 minutes.
Right, the wholesome kind.
Yeah, the wholesome kind.
And we're back. All right, so the party has finished up their journey inside the outpost. They're stepping out right outside of it, and they are ready to continue. What do you guys want to do?
Erwina would like to track the footprints that we saw.
Okay.
Just as far as she can.
All right. You can give me a survival check, please.
I would like to make a perception check to make sure we're not being watched.
Okay.
As primordial lullabies play around her head for that guidance. 18.
All right. Coast seems clear, and you can see that the tracks lead off down the left side, or down the side of the mountain, heading back towards Kerkonig.
That's not good.
Well, let's follow him.
Yeah. What kind of tracks are these? Are these humanoid tracks, animal tracks, or are
Humanoid
they
tracks.
small?
Yeah.
Look like
Okay.
boot tracks.
Do they look like
Okay.
our boots? Are we
Gar-
following ourselves?
No, you're not following
Okay.
yourself.
Okay.
Are they Deergar sized?
They're humanoid sized. You would guess that they could be Deergar sized. They're not enraged like enlarged Deergar, but they are the same size as a Deergar boot print, as you would see. Dwarven,
Ooh.
that kind of size.
All right.
So you guys track them down around the edge of the outpost, down the edge of the mountain, and you follow these tracks until pretty much you get to the point where they start to turn, and then immediately it's like as you get to the edge, they just vanish.
Huh.
I'll investigate. I'm going to look for any hidden passageways or doors.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Can I make one as well?
Sure.
I'll get guidance from Shantae.
Okay.
My rolls are horrible.
23.
Benji's looking in the sky for the Dorgar.
Oh,
I mean, they could
They
have
could
some
fly
they
away.
can't be up there. They can't fly, right?
Jinjak, you notice something interesting. So instead of finding any sort of like secret passages or anything like that, you notice that very faintly the prints have changed to the size of like a small child, and they're barely touching the edge of like the tops of the snow. If it wasn't for the 23, you never would have even noticed this.
Oh, that's crafty. They shrunk themselves down.
They got small.
Indeed. Can I track them?
You can for a short period of time, but at that point the snow starts to pile up after that. So they kind of slowly start to fade instead of this fullness. But they seem to be heading towards in a westward direction.
Okay.
Is that where Kerkonig is?
No, that would be. Let me see here. Pull up my map real fast. That is. Where's my map of 10 towns? So you would be heading to. No, Icewindale. No, not that. Oh my goodness. Not 10 towns. Icewindale. Thank you. So that would be heading towards Termalaine or the Dwarven Valley or Lonely Wood. Those are the areas over that way. They also could have veered south towards East Haven and Caer Dineval, but it seems like they're getting away from Caer Konig at this point.
I'll pass this on to the group.
Okay.
Reckon we head back to Kerkonig?
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on, wait. So you're saying they can't fly?
No, Benji. I
They-
say that they can't fly, but in this instance, they did not fly. They looks like they shrunk themselves down to make it harder to track them, and then they headed east.
Mhm.
But they did not take.
That makes sense. Yeah, okay. I didn't, for a second.
Maybe
just-
maybe they have
went in my head.
trained eagles. I've heard
Maybe.
eagles have carried small people before in stories. So maybe
Oh, like a fairy tale.
like a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've
Makes
heard
sense.
about that. The eagles can fly anywhere except over volcanoes.
Yeah.
Let's head back to the sled, eh?
While we are walking back, I'm looking for like snowbanks
Okay.
deep enough to push someone.
Okay.
There is no way in this world that Benji is going to be behind me.
Oh, I'll be in front of you. It doesn't matter.
That's
He's
fine.
just gonna.
I want to see it coming. That's all.
He's like, I just want to see it coming. All right. Give me a perception check, Benji.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm still looking for the fairies.
The fairies riding the eagles.
Yeah,
I will say at this
that
point,
sounds wild.
we can do one of two things. Either one, you just don't find one, or two, you assume it's one, and we can see what happens at that point. It's your
No,
your
I would
decision.
not. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't assume.
Okay.
I would. I would just. Yeah, I wouldn't assume. I'll just smile at Jin Jack sinisterly, like.
There's a part of me that was hoping she was just going to throw him straight into a wall. Like, oh, it's a snowbank. Whap! Right into the cave wall. But it's not. That's not what happened. So as you guys continue to head back to the cave where Candle and Scruff are at and the sleds, you pick that back up and you head back towards Caer Konig.
Sorry. One thing.
Sure.
I'll murmur under my breath and fire off a healing word. And I'll heal. But heal Benji up to full.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I can.
Yeah, I think you'll heal her just with the one hit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's cure wounds. Healing word. There we go. Cast spell. Healing. Bam. Normal. Yeah, you get 7 back, Benji.
Thank you.
I still have some magic left.
I'm not out of it yet. All right. So as you cast healing word to bring Benji back up to full, you use the sled, head back towards Caer Konig. Where would you guys like to stop first?
I think I was told to go to the speaker's house. I do want to check on Castle.
Okay.
Make sure she's okay.
All right. Is anybody else heading anywhere in the meantime, or are you all going to the speakers?
Well, we want to let Trovis know that 2 of the lumberjacks are dead.
Yeah, we'll make sure to return them at least to the near. Can we get the town map again?
Sure thing.
Thank you.
The Frozen Far?
Yeah, we'll make sure to we'll take a quick detour to the Frozen Far to drop off our dearly departed cargo.
Okay. You're going to drop those off with, I believe, a Tennis, the owner of the Frozen Far. Okay. So you stop. You push back these sled dogs. This like trailer-like slide is you're coming back throughout the hills. The secondary sled kind of pushing to the sides. You do short turns, but you pull over to the Frozen Far expedition. A Tennis sees you from outside and he says, "Oh, that's a bit of a haul you've got there."
Yeah, unfortunately, we found these 2 individuals frozen,
Oh.
solid.
Oh no.
Yeah, your friends are dead.
Uh, yes. I'll take them to the Fair and Swings. Their family needs to be told.
Sorry, we would have told you earlier, but they weren't dead yet.
What do you mean they weren't dead yet?
Before they died.
I don't understand the little green man.
Just our friend is he's pretty new around here.
Uh,
If you want, we will. Go ahead, Arwina.
Oh, I mean, you can go on and explain our friend's behavior, but I was gonna ask, have you ever heard of something freezing so quickly? They were in the position of like felling wood, even.
no, but things have been strange since we've lost sunlight. I mean, you had mentioned last time you were here that animals are strange, and now we've got no light. And I don't know about you, but I feel like it's colder.
Mm-hmm.
And like you can tell, even a tennis who normally is just in normal garb has got like a full blown blanket like wrapped around him as he's outside with you.
Erwina will cast prestidigitation on him to warm the blanket.
Thank you. I don't know. It's ever since we returned, ever since the outpost debacle, it seems things are changing. And not for the best, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know when this would have happened, though. We sent them out yesterday.
So maybe overnight?
Possible. Sometime between yesterday and this morning. They were gathering wood, supposed to be gathering wood for the town to increase the defenses, but with the fact that the Duergar never attacked, really.
There's something suspicious about it, though. I mean, that one fella, he was in mid-chop when he got frozen, and there wasn't a tree around, which meant he was using his axe on something that was attacking him, presumably. But there's no tracks. There's no trace of anything around him. Well, there was animal tracks and his tracks, but nothing else. Very strange. I sense that there's something rotten in Icewind Dale. Well, we already know that. But
Seems much is changing in Icewind Dale. Keeping ourselves grounded seems to be our best option. There's already talk from other townsfolk stating that, not to trust the other towns and keep your supplies as close as possible.
oh, that's too bad. I mean, when nothing an invader likes better than dividing before conquering.
Maybe you can find out more from the others in town, but as far as I can tell, doesn't seem like it's going to get any better.
Well, we'll know more when we've. What's the name of that town out east, Arwen? Eastdale? Eastwind?
East Haven.
East Haven, yeah.
It's a large town, definitely more people. They're known to be kind of the hold down for trade. It's been that way for years.
Yeah, they don't like me there.
Oh,
They have terrible taste.
What?
I'm not sure
Did
what
you
you
do
might have
something?
done.
I just stole food because I was hungry, and then I stole coins because I like coins, and then I stole other stuff just because I like to steal stuff.
And
That could be a problem there then, Snart. Why they don't like you.
surprisingly, that town has kind of grown up as a town for the low trodden and the miscreants. So they definitely tell you to keep your coin purse protected. But if you stole things other than coins, I could see where they're a little upset.
From what Erwina can kind of understand vaguely of the flash freeze, does she think having a tent for their travels will help protect them from it? If it's overnight?
It's possible. You're unsure because you've not been out in that type of temperature before, but it's possible.
Okay.
Tavern's talking.
Do we have a tent in our supplies that we bought with the sled?
Yes,
Okay,
you have
good.
a tent.
Okay.
It seems, you don't know how well it's going to stand up to some of these temperatures that you're dealing with right now, but it's an option.
Okay.
Well, if the bodies have been taken care of, I'll say a few words over them.
Okay.
And I can't do a ceremony because I don't have 25 gold pieces, but all right. Well, I'll just say a few words over them. And then reckon we'll retire. Although, I'd like a word with you, Arwina.
Oh.
And then I walk and I position myself strategically next to a snowbank. And I look at Arwina and I turn my back to Benji.
What do you need?
I was just thinking, if you don't mind, I do know that druids have their own language. And are you forbidden to share it with anyone? Because I'm thinking of maybe, as you know, Shantae is a nature goddess. In addition to being the patron of farmers. Now, I got the farming thing down pat, growing up as one. And I move a little closer to the snowbank. But but that being said, I wouldn't mind, sort of branching more into the natural realm, and of which you have definitely got better insight than me. But I was thinking maybe we could discuss this at some point.
Yeah, I know what little my mother taught me and my grandmother when they would come in through town. But if you're interested in learning and taking the way of our way of life seriously, I could maybe teach you Druidic, but it's only supposed to be learned by those in the circles. So you would have to be willing to learn a little bit more.
Oh no, I'm always willing to learn.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not as simple as how you look. And then I definitely turn my back to her and I just say, well, she just freaking hurry up.
I'm over there with Snark and I'm like sitting on the ground and I'm just like, I pat the ground next to me. I'm not paying attention to Jinjack at all right now. I just kind of pat the ground for Snark.
Yeah.
So I hear you like to steal stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not really good at stealing, but I would like to be better. You want to teach me?
Well, I would teach you how to steal. Well, if I was you, what I would do is I would stab them and then take their stuff. Not stealing.
Well, if you want to take the fun out of it, sure, I can just stab them.
Yeah. Well, I can teach you. It's called sleight of hand.
Yeah, definitely. And I kind of look around to make sure no one is listening, and I see Jinjack by the snowbank. Hey, how about this? I'll give you, how much gold do I have? I'll give you 4 silver pieces if you go push Jinjack into the thing. Okay. I give him 4 silver pieces to push Jinjack into the snowbank.
Okay.
That'll be interesting. We got a small goblin, Jinjack, This is going to be an interesting conversation here soon.
Okay,
Or
so
in a moment.
what I will do is I will put myself out of sight of Jinjak, whether it be behind a tree or something.
Okay.
I would like to, behind him where he can't see, I want to create an illusion of myself as if I'm frozen, like I'm frozen, like those villagers we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to use minor illusion of me screaming, so he'll hear it and he'll look. When he goes and looks at the frozen me, then I want to barrel into him and try to knock him over.
Okay. I'm going to need deception from you.
Okay.
And then and that's going to go against your passive Jinjak.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then I'm going to need an athletics from you, Snark.
Oh no. Can I get some kind of advantage or something because of the deception?
I will say I'll give you advantage on this one.
Yeah. Oh yes.
And I will say, Jinjak, because this is against you, you can roll in athletics to brace yourself on it. Or acrobatics if you want to get out of the way instead.
Oh no, I want to go into the snowbank. That's why I did this. I picked a nice big one that doesn't have any solid stuff that would hurt myself.
Protect
I go,
yourself.
oh no! And I'll fall into the snowbank.
And
Alright,
I
yeah.
charge him with my shield, with my buckler in both hands.
I looked down and I said, Snart! Oh, that too snart.
Benji sends a regard.
Erwina just looks extremely confused.
I throw a snowball at Arwina. Arwina.
Oh goodness! All right, go throw us.
So you're Benji's enforcer now, all right.
For the right price.
I got a 5. I wasn't really trying that.
Like way out of the way.
As using shape water, I can change the direction of water. Can Erwina like almost like water bend the snowball back at Benji?
I will say if you want to do that,
Love
it's
that.
gonna be at a disadvantage on your
Okay.
roll,
I mean, it's just fun.
but it is fun.
That
You're
is-
right.
Amazing.
Yeah. I don't have any ranged anything.
So it's just a D20 plus your
Okay.
dexterity
At disadvantage.
at disadvantage. Yes.
That's... Oh god, it's bad. I didn't even roll at disadvantage.
Yeah. You just kind of you flung it, but it just kind of flung off in the
Yeah.
distance.
Ah!
It's more of you
I
protect.
did need a
like-
bath. I was very dirty. Thank you.
Now, I'll lean towards Awina, and I say, "Hey, why don't you throw a snowball at Grimjack?" And I'll try and charm person.
Okay, what do I roll against
Uh,
that?
13.
13? Wisdom?
Yeah.
Is it a wisdom save?
Yes, save and throw.
Okay, cool. There we go. It's a save. That's letting me do a check, but why won't it let me roll a save? Plus, it's fine. I know it's plus a 2.
Okay.
20.
Yeah.
So 22.
Easy save.
And so I look over at Grimjack, expecting you to throw a snowball at him. So you got a free shot at me.
Yeah, Erwina actually is going to use magic to make a snowman and like slowly creep it towards
Do
you.
we see this? I think Benji's like, oh no! No,
You just watch this snowman just hopping
Take my
towards.
This is gonna be great. I can't
And
wait.
as soon as you
And it-
get it to the point where it's close by, Snark turns
It
around.
has like 0 features, no arms. It's
the
just like
snowman just.
a small like snowman.
I didn't know snow could walk. And I take my javelin out and I throw it at the snowman.
Oh god. Atenis is just standing there in awe of what is going on right now. Just
Erwina looks back and she's like, I glowed earlier today and this is more confusing.
at least somebody's having fun in Icewind Dale. And he just kind of just folds his arms, cuddles up against his blanket, and just kind of watches the shenanigans. All right, are we done with shenanigans? Or
The snowman dead?
Yeah.
The snowman's dead.
So, Erwina will animate its face to be like a horrible death face.
Like the tongue hanging out, the X's on both eyes, just.
Yeah.
I just yell,
And the,
don't worry,
and the javelin is,
I got
and the
you.
javelin is like sticking straight at it.
Yeah.
I just
R.I.P.
yelled to
Olaf. R.I.P. Olaf.
Oh,
Well, that goes with our Disney theme. So
I just yelled to Snark. I'm just like, I got you, Snark. I got you. And I go and grab my javelin back because it's dead now.
Yep. All right. So as the shenanigans come to an end, where are we going now?
Oh, we gotta get your sword, or your thing.
Yes, we have to talk to Trovis.
Yeah.
All right.
Finally learned his name.
He's finally learned his name.
That's how much I didn't like him. And I grab Jinjack out of the snowbank. I'm just like, what did you say about least expecting it? And I go off into the direction of the speaker's house.
Oh yeah, you really surprised me there. I was not expecting that at all.
Oh, that's cute that you think I would let you lead me into that, but I just pat his back.
All right. So as you all head back towards the speaker's home, you can see inside the house everything is lit. There seems to be fire going in multiple rooms, trying to keep the house warm as possible. As you open the door, the gust of wind kind of pours through as Trovis is just sitting in the main, kind of on the side, like the side room of the main room where everybody was at for the conference, and he's just reading a book at the moment. Well, seems everything went well.
More or less.
yeah, super good. Except some of your friends died.
Yeah, what he said.
Snark, okay.
Some
Is
of
this
our-
what I'm like when I say things? Do I just say things like that?
Some of
on
your
occasion.
friends.
There were a few woodcutters that unfortunately seem to have frozen solid overnight. It's our best guess.
Like just solid.
Fairly solid. I had to melt them a little bit to make them easier to move.
His nostrils kind of turn up a little bit. Well, that's definitely concerning. I'll make sure that we keep all of our people on alert and make sure when the temperatures start to drop that we stay indoors.
Mm-hmm.
Odds are that they were attacked, by the way. Beyond just the freezing weather. I mean, there's good indications that someone tried to assault them.
Well, if they were north, there's always the possibility of the Durgar attacking.
That is true. We
But
did see them.
We will keep our eyes open and continue to gather defenses, the barricades up as we move forward. Did you find anything else in the outpost that might be of concern?
Yeah.
It seems. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
We fought a flash mob.
You found a flash mob.
Flash frozen.
Oh. Similar to the ones you found in the forest, or?
These ones seem to be some sort of spore creatures. They had mushrooms on their body, and they were very aggressive. Looked almost like a dead body, previously dead body, possibly. And they attacked Benji quite aggressively. But Benji had it under control.
Really didn't.
Pretty
Then-
sure
Got
that,
stabbed a lot.
pretty sure they were all named Gus.
Gus?
One Gus.
Yeah. Yeah. What he said.
And they were all very fun guys. And Luna quips back.
Puns. Yeah.
I might have to take back that weapon. No, a promise is a promise, and on top of it, the town has come to gather and give their thanks for everything you've done for this town. Castle seems to be coming to, but not exactly sure when she'll be fully ready to leave, if that's your plan.
Where is she exactly?
She's
You just have her-
upstairs.
Okay.
I've got her under about 3 or 4 blankets. The fire's brewing in the room. I don't know what she messed with, but it seems that it's affected the temperature of her body. So,
Okay. Well, yeah, just you said you had something for me?
and I do. And he kind of walks out of the room. The room you're sitting in right now is the giant study. Surprisingly, for him being a veteran and being an adventurer, the room is full of books. Mostly fiction, things of tales of old, stuff like that. But he walks down the hall. He grabs something from another room, and he brings it back, and you can see him holding, kind of on his shoulder, this massive greatsword. It's kind of carved at the... It looks almost like it's bone, but it's carved at the end and curves slightly. The entirety of the weapon, it looks very similar to a gladius on the hilt. So it's just this giant circular like metal piece that holds it together, and then the hilt itself, or the pommel itself.
Wow. I didn't look at it up close, but that's awesome. I hold my hand out.
He goes to place it, and as he does, you can feel the weight of this is probably about 3 times the amount of your glaive.
Oh.
It's definitely swung with 2 hands.
Okay. I just kind of go to a different corner of the room, and I practice swinging it, like kind of get
Be careful
with it. As he says that, I accidentally like hit like a bookshelf. Oops, my bad.
You watch as the
You know-
bookshelf like teeters. Like this is not like it hitting it slightly. The weight on that is going to be something you need to get used to.
Yeah. Thanks. I take back what I said. I kind of like you now. You're a great guy. You're just a horrible town speaker. And
I'm
I will
learning.
be voting for Castle. Yeah. And
Seems you all will be leaving, so I won't least have to worry about my position being taken just yet. Maybe by the time you return, it won't matter. I wouldn't mind just doing it. Relaxing, settle down.
Speaking for myself, I think you're doing a fine job.
I
Although,
appreciate that.
yeah,
But Glenn and Corey and a bunch of the townsfolk came by. They said, since you've talked about leaving, that you definitely could use some coin on your way. And he brings out a small chest. It's a wooden chest, barely holding together by some iron clasps. and then a leather wrap around it. I don't know who deserves this, or if you'll split it among the 4 or 5 of you, but really, that's the battles against those Dorgar and finding those lost items has brought kind of some spirit to this town. Everybody seems to be rallying together now, which is good. He hands the chest off to you, Jinjek. So
I'll open it, examine
Okay.
it.
it's 57 silver. It's not a lot, but it's what the town could rustle up without taking too much of a hit for surviving.
I'll give each person 5. Holy sec. 1 sec. 57. I'll give each person 6 silver pieces,
Okay.
and I'll set six aside for castle.
Okay.
And the 1 silver piece that's left over.
I'll take the extra one because I'm greedy.
I look at him and say, "All right." I give it to the goblin.
And you're holding. Is the rest of it just in the? The rest of it just putting in a group fund, or?
No, I'll just. That's why I figured we'd break it up.
Oh, it'd be 11 silver, and then one person will have an extra.
Is it
57.
11? You're right.
Yeah.
Sorry, 55. For some reason, I keep thinking it's 6 people, but it's not. It's 5.
It's 5.
Okay.
Yeah. It's because of my beautiful face. You know, it's what it is.
The Seer.
Or you're gonna give money back to Trovis, one of the two.
Seer. Oh, then there's 2 silver left over. Actually, that divides evenly because that's 20 copper pieces, which is 5. So 11 silver, 4 copper for everyone.
Okay. So you all divvy out the amounts.
And this is from Seer Koenig.
This is from Kaer Koenig, yep. We'll
Just
take our...
Add
take
those
the-
2 character sheets.
What's that? Oh, to add the character sheets. I don't know if there's anything else you need that maybe we can supply before you leave, but
Are we set for blankets and cold weather gear? I mean, I imagine we're all set. I mean, we're here.
you might be able to find some at the at either the Frozen Far, or potentially one of the families could have knitted up a few, but we're not going to have a ton here that we can give out when it comes to cold weather, because it seems like the weather just keeps getting colder.
Well, I'm sure between Arwen's spells and the gear that we have, we're okay. I'm just asking because I know Snart's new. How are you set, little fella?
Oh yeah, I have spells. I can be warm when I want to be warm.
All right, then.
Well, if this is it, then maybe go check on your friend, and I'll leave you to your business.
Hey,
Put my hand
Travis,
on
before
Travis's-
you go.
Oh, what was that?
I was gonna say, before you go, you know where I can find some rope? I kind of left mine out in the frozen tundra. So I mean, the fortress. So I need some new rope.
Frozen Far, your best option.
Great, thanks. And this is a question for the DM.
Sure.
How big is this tent that we have?
You have each tent will hold 2 to 3 people max. So if you're trying to shove everybody in, it's going to be a little tight. But you can also pick up another tent at the Frozen Far as well.
It's probably not a bad idea that we cram into a single tent because of body heat too.
Okay,
Good choice.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
Just don't get any
I think that was all
ideas.
my question. I just
Ideas
look around.
about what?
What do you mean by that, Sark? I'm still swinging the sword randomly.
Let's just say that I got to go on a date first. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
It's got to go on a what?
A date.
If you want more than body warmth, that's all I'm saying.
Oh. Your little friend here seems to not be as comfortable around others.
We'll keep that in mind. Says
All
All
right.
right. I will
Any-
go. I'm gonna go check on Castle. I don't know if any of you want to come, but
Is there anything anybody else wants to do other than Benji going to check on Castle?
Erwina wants to stop by her house to get a few supplies for her big adventure outside of town.
Okay.
yay!
Before we move to that,
uh,
Jinjack, Snark, anything you two want to do?
well, I was gonna go with Benji to just check on Castle,
Okay.
check on her health, and maybe do a prayer.
Okay.
I'll give a wee speech, or I'll tell her a story, that kind of thing.
Okay. Before we'll finish
And then
up
I'll leave
with
them
those
not-
two.
And then I'll leave the Netter moms alone.
Okay. Uh-oh. All right. So we'll finish with those two. Erwina, we'll go to you first, unless Snark has anything he wants to do, or he's sticking with the the rest of the party.
Yeah, I guess I'll follow Arvina around since we're evenly split up.
Okay.
Erwina will give him the tour. It's like the Disney princess tour of here's my shitty town. Only I can call it shitty.
All right.
To you,
so,
it's fabulous.
Yeah.
To you, it's
Wow, you're like-
everything
you're like
you
a
ever
Disney
wanted it to
princess.
be. To her, it's the shitty town that she's lived in her entire
Yeah.
life.
And this is the baker who bakes his bread like always.
Yep.
Right here.
You pointing out the random homes that you've gathered stuff from,
Yeah.
going all the way down to the docks.
Sharing the good gossip.
The good gossip. One by one until you get down to the docks, where you can see a lot of the fisher homes are larger, and then there's this small, tattered, little tiny thing, and Erowina points to that, and she's like, and there's my little hovel that I've lived in my entire life. Though,
You were like spoiled.
interesting enough, you can see now as you get down towards the docks, the entirety of this lake is frozen. If at first it wasn't, it is now completely and utterly frozen. To the point where the fishermen kind of are sitting there almost with like their hands in their hands in their lap, just kind of like, what do we do? As these boats are frozen into to the point of not being able to move.
Can I see any fish on the tops of the ice anywhere?
No.
This isn't good. Good thing Dad's only been preparing for the apocalypse, I can assume, forever, with all the dried fish in his house.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
It's real bad.
It's real bad. Yeah, you walk. You kind of open the door and you can hear the kind of this creak of the door as you open the door, and that's the first thing you smell. Snark is just this whiff of dried fish.
Yeah. Some of it is fermented, in like the style of like Norwegian fermented shark. There's just knucklehead trout hanging from rafters.
Yeah, you can see. Like I said, it's a two room hovel. The beds are kind of placed. Literally, you've been sleeping in the same room as your parents the entire time, because it's just a normal room and then a bedroom.
Yeah.
And your father is just doing his normal. You know, he at this point of the day, He's already dried most of the fish that he's gonna dry. And actually, at this point of the day, he would be staring out the window to the west, looking up just kind of drifting off into thought as you walk in.
She'll give like a little friendly rap, a shave and a haircut on the door frame.
Uh,
Hi, Da.
Hi. It's good to see you. Sorry, this place is a shamble right now.
We're family and friends, as she motions to Snark.
Hi,
Da,
Alina.
this is- Yeah.
Hello.
His name is Finnegan. This is Snark.
No, my name is Snark.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. I think we figured out that I'm Finn or Finnegan. And anything I can do to help. Have you heard from your mother?
Not yet. I wanted to let you know that we're going to head to East Haven.
You're leaving.
Yes, we went up to the up to the keep and found a letter that says that there might be more troublemakers out that way on one of their ships. So we want to make sure that we're following up on that, especially as we're kind of concerned that the what they're mining is what's making the Frost Maiden upset.
I was concerned with that as well. Your mother had spoken about stuff like this, but I thought it was just fairy tales and myth. Hopefully when you find her, you'll be able to get a little bit more information on who the Frost Maiden really is.
So if she shows up here, you can let her know that we're heading towards East Haven, if that's at all possible. Thank you!
Yeah, but you're leaving tonight.
Probably in the morning. And I was just going to collect, all those adventuring supplies that I've only been saving forever, and it's like this tiny backpack that looks like it's been shoved in a corner collecting dust.
Yep. It's the random back, if you're backpacking across Europe type stuff and you just got a backpack sitting in a corner, like one day I will get to you, I promise.
Yeah.
But, as you do that, your dad walks away kind of to the bedroom and pulls out a small lockbox. Your mother always told me this was good luck. Hopefully, it'll at least protect you a little bit. And he pulls out what looks like a little bit less tightened than a choker. And it has a snowflake in the center of it. Your mother always said that it had some sort of luck to it.
Okay.
But I think this is when your mother would want you to have it, when you're leaving town.
Okay, I'll make sure it comes back nice and safe and they can go back in that box later.
Sounds good. And he'll hand you the necklace.
Okay. She'll put it on.
Okay. As you put it on, you can almost feel the necklace like glow, like pulse for a moment. You have gotten a necklace of genuine luck.
Okay.
So once per day, you can re-roll a die.
Oh, cool.
So
that's super helpful.
You don't have another one of those in that box, yeah?
I'm sorry. This was a heirloom, one that your grandmother passed down. Mom said to give it to you at a special day. You're leaving, so.
Yeah. Leaving? Huh. I'm leaving. Oh my god.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
It'll be alright. It was gonna happen sooner or later. You've had that backpack packed for months.
Years.
I wasn't gonna give you that. I was gonna tell your friend that, but you've always wanted to leave.
Yeah, but I'm coming back. It's not like I'm going away forever.
I hope not.
I can't.
Unless you
People that are-
die, then she'll never come back.
Oh yeah, that is another exception.
Friends have a way of giving me a heart attack, I swear.
Yep, they. And
Hopefully
this-
they'll protect you.
I think we'll be all right. I hope.
And you can start seeing tears kind of start to pour down his
Aw.
face as he just runs in and just gives you a giant big hug.
And she hugs back with like all of her 9 strength.
He only has 9 too, so it's okay.
So we're
Um,
evenly matched.
I'll move in too and do grab both of the legs, do like a group hug.
Oh.
Oh. And he kind of leans down and this very not sure if he should kind of pats Snark on the head. I wish you all good luck.
I miss you, Dad. Am I doing this wrong?
No, you're doing a great job. This is a much better interaction. You're doing great.
Take your friend with you, please.
Okay. Erwina.
It was nice meeting you.
Oh, also, since we're going to be away, and I just want to keep busy, do we have any of Mom's old yarn?
I'm sure you can rummage around.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's got something laying in the chest over there. And there's just this chest that's not even fully closed
Yeah.
of just random things kind of flopping out of it. And it's
Yeah.
mostly just fabric.
Yeah. Erwina's gonna go digging for some yarn balls and put together a little kit.
Okay.
So she can teach herself how to knit while she's
How to knit
out.
while we've got our crocheter of
Yeah.
the party.
Yeah. She doesn't
Alright.
really know how beyond very basics, but
Mhm.
it's been a while. But she's gonna learn. She's gonna teach herself how to do it.
All
With
right.
a elves collection of yarn, she should be able to figure it out at some point in her long lifespan.
So you get a pile. You just grab multiple colors, random
Yeah.
pieces of fabric, and shove it into your pack. And as he just kind of at a loss of words at this point, just kind of goes back and sits down, takes a deep breath.
Mhm.
You'll be back.
Mhm.
You'll be back.
Even mom comes back. Erwina reminds him.
Yes, and I haven't seen your mother in weeks. But if you see her, give her a big hug for me.
I will.
And I'll see
And
you
she's
soon.
supposed to come here first, so we did tell her to come here.
Oh, and
So
I'll send her to East Haven
Yeah.
if she does. And for the moment, he kind of just starts to sob quietly as you gather the rest of your things and head out. And as you're doing that, Jinjak and Benji, you go up to the second floor. The room that Trovis put together for Castle is one of the larger guest rooms. Full bed is placed up with pillows. The fire is burning in the corner. You can see he is just, if you can imagine, just somebody who's going through the worst pneumonia or flu. He's just piled blankets on top of her, and she's just pouring sweat. You can see her hair's all wet, but. She's not looking. She's asleep at the moment. Is there anything the two of you would like to do?
Can I make a medicine check to see if she actually needs all these blankets?
Sure.
Oh, no, nice. No.
You have no
I
idea.
got a 5.
You want me to do that?
Yeah, honestly, I don't think she needs them all, but it's better to get a second opinion.
Blessings of Shantae upon me as I perform this action. 17? Oh, wait, is that 17?
It's a unnatural 20. It's a dirty 20, but it's hard to, even with this, she seems to be going through very similar reactions to what you would have as a very bad flu or something. So you would expect that they're probably normal, but it might be a little bit too much. It's kind of an over exaggeration for how cold it is outside and what's in the room. So
Will it harm her to have this much on her, though?
no.
All right, then let's leave it.
Okay.
And I'll break out my book.
I go over by the bed and I kind of sit on the floor
Okay.
next to the bed and I grab her hand and I just whisper, kind of looking at Jinjak. I just whisper, "They're trying to kill me."
That is so not true. You know I'm in the same room, right?
Yes, that's why I said it in a
Yeah.
whisper.
It doesn't work. Let
Yeah.
me tell you a story. There was once a paladin by the name of Chance, and she rode around on her faithful mule, Jasper. And she was a Shantaean paladin, and she was called to a town in Velen that was being infested with a ghoul pack. So she rolled into the town, and then I rattle on for 10 minutes
Okay.
at the end. And so they vanquished their foes, and Chance said, "There you go. Remember, better to live on your feet than die on your knees." And they said, "Thank you, Chance." And then she put her corncob pipe in her mouth and rode off with Jasper into the sunset.
Oh, this must be one of those fairy tales Arwina was talking about. Yeah. What was the name of that?
That was not a fairy tale. That's from the book of Shantae.
Oh, it was sounded like a story.
I know, but I'm a folksy guy, so people get really, whenever you say I'm about to say a sermon, they kind of run away. But if you say I'm telling a story,
Well, that makes sense.
I'm an experienced priest, don't you know? You get 4 hit points. Your bonus. But not that it matters because we're gonna be crashing in a minute, but
Right.
I figure it'd be good for Castle until she sleeps.
Okay.
Is Castle's, does she have her armor on or off?
Off.
Okay, so I kind of sit that, if he hasn't set her armor to the side, I kind of organize her stuff for her.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna
I'll
leave
just-
you to it.
Okay, and I will spend the night. Good night. Thanks for the fairy tale.
That's not a fairy tale.
I would totally. Okay. I heard flying. That seems to be a fairy tale. And I will spend the night kind of just keeping watch over Castle. I will probably pass out on the floor.
Next to her.
Yeah.
So as the night comes to an end, the rest of you return to the house. You each are placed in your own rooms to rest. Jinjak returns to his room that he's been using, and as the ending closes, it's just Benji holding the hand of Castle as she falls asleep, and that is where we'll pick up our story next week. Thank you all for coming. This was a great tale to finish up our arc here with the outpost. Can't wait to find out what happens when they venture off towards East Haven and on another fun adventure. And hopefully they figure out everything that's going to happen here as it gets worse for our party. Let's see what we got here. And
Ooh.
the shenanigans have started as the snowman has been prepped up against Sark.
Yes.
Thank you once again for the people that have been watching this since episode 1. Thank you for new people.
Yes,
Please
love
come
that.
back next week. We'd love to have you, and let's continue to tell this Icewind Dale story.
Woo.
So, everybody have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Good night.